4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's time for Who Got Next Radio.
Cause I am so cool. Cause I am so cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You know what it is? It's your man Jay Woo. That's right, goddamn. Charlie K right here. We at the pump, getting the gas. We got the show tonight. I'm looking to the left, the camera's on the right. But you know what I'm talking about. We got the show tonight. We're gonna be interviewing mad artists. We going to the studio for C Money. All right. Connections with the Met out in Philly. Why is she pumping? Because she's a progressive young woman. I'm gonna put the cap on. Anyway, it's your man Jay Will. I promise you, you're gonna get it nice. Tune in to twitch.com tonight. I got the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? We out here. Tampa, Florida. Nigga.
I'm the bedroom. Everything I read. Rise and grind. Baby girl. Little one. Pick up. Little one. All the shots is. One time. Pull over. You got a 4-leaf clover. Everything I read. Little one. Everything I read. Everything crisp. Look at the diamonds up on my wrist. Girl, you're dirty whining. Work your hips. It's like this. Pull over. Hey. Bring it back, come rewind. Try it again. My stand back like recliner. My back rack up your spine. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Okay, it's time to catch up. Let's do a year-to-date recap with Jamz 95.3 FM. October 22nd, 2020, every show quit except for Deep Black Radio, Who Got Next Radio, and Slot Time Radio. You can see more about that on Season 3, Episode 5. October 23rd, I become the program director, and we started with those 3 shows. And by December, we had a full roster. Now, we had to go out of state to build partnerships, so our first trip at the top of the year was a road trip to Chicago. Rissa, Tasha, Vanessa, and me syndicated with Fluent Radio. Check this out. This is the beginning of the trip. We're all friends. Tasha's got her new hat. That's Rissa's in the back. Hey, Vanessa, Lache, Philly Lache. So we're all friends now. This is the beginning of the trip to Chicago, Oakdale. Why she look mean? Why she look so mean? But we're gonna have a good time.
The back end before I walk through the door. Yeah, the living dying, the 215, I'm the dime.
Killing today, y'all. So what you want to do? What we doing next, sir?
Well, I just wanted to thank everybody in Chicago for hosting this big event. This is a historical moment between 2 black-owned businesses. You see what I'm saying? Philly and Chicago come together. You know, it's crazy. Like, it's Black History Month.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They really didn't want us to have our just due.
Yes.
And now we are having our just due. And hold on, you want me to do that? And the Lord said that one day 2 black businesses could come together.
Well,
I said could come together.
well. Not preaching right. You know how you gotta preach.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But no,
Give him a rag.
shout out to Fluent Radio. Okay? Shout out to Cicero Road, who had us on there. Cicero State, whatever, the road that did not end. It said 11 miles on the GPS.
but we was in the car for 44 minutes.
You know what it is. It's your man J. Wu reporting live from the airport.
Keeping the party going all night long.
The hottest hip hop and R&B. This is the summer party station.
It's Philly Jamz.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Michael McFadden of Power 108.9, and I just want to say shout out to my man Jay Wu up there at Jamz 95.3, man, for giving us an opportunity down here in Atlanta to partner up with an awesome station such as Jamz 95.3. And I tell you what, one thing about Jay is very collaborative. From the first time that I met him, it was all about partnerships, right? I've been doing this internet radio thing since 2009, the Blog Talk Radio days, and I would have never thought, fast forward, almost 10 years later, that I would be the owner of my own internet radio station. And then not even that, to think about all of the other stations out there that you feel like you have to compete with. The thing with Jay is never about competition. One of my great partners, man, always says collaboration beats competition, and that's what Jay does, man. So from the entire Power 108.9 family, we want to say thank you for what you continue to do in this internet radio game.
January, relaunch, rebrand the station. February, we take a road trip to Chicago and syndicate. And by April, we're in Atlanta. Your boy is multi-state. That's right. Now, I didn't have a crystal ball on what was coming next because we picked up 2 new sponsors, but everything that glitters isn't gold. All right, we lost Tasha. That was a big blow to the station. But at the same time, we got the TV deal in June. And I was just like, oh, what are we going to do next, man? I got myself a little situation where we can promote voices of our community on TV.
Now let me tell you that world's made for.
I was really big with promoting voices from within our community, whether it was radio or TV, and the fact that a business in Pennsauken was open-minded enough to allow us to come in and promote that and give the networking and exposure to the artists. I was very happy. So I want to give a special shout out to Dawn, the manager, and Jerry, the owner of the 45th Street Pub in Pennsauken. I cannot forget about my family, my friend, Rod D with Bella's Place. All right? I support them. They ain't got to ask. I have a closet full of their merch. A better lifestyle, a better you. I also want to shout out Sequoia Johnson with Taste the Flame and JTE LLC. They're no longer with us anymore. We had to drop them because they didn't make a fit with our station and the commitment that we made to the creative arts. But I'd like to say that in October, for the 2 sponsors that we did lose when I went to Tampa, we picked up more. We got a syndication with Powerhouse 106. Okay, so shout out to Shock the World. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro. Blessings. All right. And also, we got a dual partnership with One Music Collective. So that means I'm going to filter his artists through our multi-state platform. And then he, in turn, will actually work with artists that are ready to go, be produced, and things of that nature. Because he's the plug. We thought it was the end of Mina, but it wasn't. Because Mina got onto a connect in St. Petersburg, 96.7 FM, St. Pete Radio, so we got that as well. And then the love of my life, that's right, Pegasus Lounge, the beautiful, beautiful venue for the artists to come expose their artistic talent. Oh yeah, can't forget about them. Without them, there is no Tampa.
I was thinking about doing the interviews over there behind there in that room with the Bible.
Now, my cousin Charlie Kane, she had it locked down. So she had everything going on as far as how her and Mina were going to run the show. But I have to admit, walking up into the Pegasus nightclub at night, I was a little starstruck, man, because it's like I'm looking at the lights and how it's glowing and the aura of it all, and it's just like, yo, I can't wait to put artists on in here and like get the footage. Is crazy, but my problem is I fall in love too quick. So I fell in love with Miss Silly's Blues, and then the Tuesday open mic was shut down. I wanted to make sure this partnership with Pegasus Lounge and Jamz 95.3 FM stuck.
Really plunged ahead January of 2002 with all original music. And I started doing it 4 days a week, Thursday through Sunday. And I started with just a handful of bands, and it continued to grow as I'm really cold calling is what I had to do in the very beginning. Is I would get a referral. I'd call that referral, can you give me more referrals? And so my database grew to, you know, I said 1,000 earlier, but it could be, you know, more than that I was working with. And then of course, we really were drinking champagne and eating caviar is what I always tell people in 03 and 04. And then we hit the recession, and I thought I was gonna skate by without it, but about 09, it really, really affected us. We are open 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, 365 days a year. So that tells you that we don't ever close. And the format always was, could I do entertainment 7 days a week? And that in itself is a challenge.
The last thing I needed to find out is how Julie felt about our culture.
I really lost a lot of the originals from the old place because they were Southern racist people. And for me, I don't look at skin tone. I've been in a biracial marriage, biracial relationship. I have 3 biracial children. So the color of your skin doesn't mean one bit, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Once that issue was dealt with, we decided to deal with another one, which was hip hop. And that was near and dear to me because not only was it the majority of the station, but it was the main reason why I was coming to Pegasus to do the event.
No matter what color you are, no matter what your sexuality is, I don't care. I have gays and lesbians working for me. I have transgenders that work for me. I don't care what you are, it's what's inside that matters. So, you know, that would be the background on why it doesn't matter about skin tone. But when it comes to hip hop has had a really bad rap because there are, I still want to say, there's some ghetto hip hop out there. And I like to say that I want inspirational hip hop. I want hip hop artists to have some meaning to what they're saying and not just about vulgarity and shooting and killing, because there's so much more to it. And I've been doing hip hop since 2003, so I guess I'm doing something. And a lot of people will say, a white lady, not only does she own a bar nightclub, but she caters to hip hop. And I do a ton of hip hop here. But I do want to make sure that we are giving a good message. Whatever the music is, it's a good inspirational message.
With the team I assembled in Tampa, we understood the assignment, and it was time to address the culture.
What it do, is your boy Big Wall coming to you live from the shop, and you already know the vibes, we are locked in. Now we got a special event going on, and we only looking for the best, the top 5. And from that top 5, you get the opportunity to get your music put in rotation on Philly Jamz 95.3. We syndicated out here, and that's all over the country. The network is crazy. And we're gonna take it a step further, you know what I mean? Not only will you be on the radio, you know what I mean, getting your music played, you know what I mean? We're gonna have you on local TV, you know what I'm saying? We talking about millions of people. And look at here, not only that, we're gonna be able to put you on a major network. We talking about MTV, MTV2, VH1, and BET Jamz. Now we talking about millions and millions of people. We are really trying to affect the culture and change it in a dope way. You already know the vibes. Now if you're super dope, you get the opportunity to come sit down with yours truly on Address the Culture, where we are global. Shouts out to iHipHop TV in China. You already know the vibes. And Just TV in Canada, as well as Italy. So look, if you want to tap in and take your career to the next level, holla at my man Jay Woo, and he'll send it right through to me. And all I gotta say is good luck, and we only looking for the best. Talk to you soon.
Shout out to Big Wall, he is the connect. Now, we played that message right before the open mic, and instead of it being an open mic, it became an open competition. I met a whole bunch of artists that night, and here's a couple dope ones.
He hit him in his dome, and he did it with ease, ain't even blink. Man, I thought about it hard for a week, but I ain't losing no sleep. They coulda did it to me. First is pride and then the fall. Can't be loving with your mind, can't be thinking with your heart. That's how niggas fall apart. When you fighting with your demons, it's like fighting in the dark. I just bought some body armor, now I feel like Tony Stark. Confidence all in my walk, pay attention when I talk. Heard you wanna be the boss, but you ain't knowing what it costs. They say death comes in threes, I get you triple cross. Thought you said you had some gas, why you ripping niggas off? And your homie, he a rat, he be tipping people off.
I was kinda like a scout. And this trip kind of made me miss Tasha and Rissa because we usually are the entertainment event go-getters. But I didn't have Tasha anymore. But I'm still reminiscing. Tears.
It's your man Jay Wu reporting live from the airplane, sitting next to Tasha the Queen and Rissa Shantae.
With a name like that, you know she can get the fuck out of a bar with the drink. This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here took the drink. Thinking back on everything, I really miss Tasha and Rissa because we did a lot of things in a short period of time that really pioneered the internet game. And we fed off of each other. It was like she did something, I did something. We made each other stronger. And when we lost her, I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do because it's all on me. But that's when Vanessa was like, nah, it's me too.
Shout out to anything that's spicy. I don't eat spicy food, but I will tonight. My mother, shout out to my mother. She wanted me to stop sucking my thumb as a young sir. So she put, what did I call it, Vanessa? I put it the Kanye West pepper.
Oh my God, the
Kanye West pepper on my thumb. And ever since then, I don't like any hot or spicy food. If I smell it, I'm
They say anytime you have a great man, there must be a greater woman standing behind him. And that's true, because I've been very fortunate through my radio career to always have outstanding women supporting me. Starting off with Cassidy and Miss T.Y., my original co-host. And then my next one was really a throwback, Vanessa Lache, because back in 2019, she did the Who Got Next show at WCMD Radio. And instead of being selfish and keeping her for me, I was like, you know what? I'll do my show by myself. I'll produce your show. You just find a co-host and I'll make it happen. Are we ready?
Yes.
All we set out to just take a picture. Okay, all right, finally, goddamn. I'm just saying, 30 minutes. Don't go into mannequin mode, Vanessa. We're not ready. We're not ready. Look at her. She's not ready. Now she's gonna blame it on the 2 puffs she had 6 hours ago. Like, oh my God.
I had a couple more puffs just now.
What's the name of y'all show? Just say that. Every Saturday and Sunday. Every Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 7.
Every Saturday and Sunday.
We actually got someone that decided to go very practical. Because if this man don't win something, I mean, I will buy you something, sir.
I'm not gonna make you guys. I don't care. He is out.
For whoever's watching the table.
All right.
Yeah, they're on
for the
ladies. Thank you. Yeah, they're clean.
But this is a loop. It's from Pure Romance. Okay, and it also has a wreath wedding factor. So you literally put it on, it'll dry up, whatever. And the moment you lick it, it'll just be moist all over again. And it lasts for how long did it say? 6 hours?
I don't know, an extremely long amount of time that I do not. I love.
But you can maybe fall.
Wonderful.
All right.
We're ready.
Right.
We were born ready.
Is that how your show is? Is that how you feel your show is? You
Born ready. Damn right. We're always ready for the party. When we're not ready, we're still ready.
My shit always works sometimes. I don't like to think of it as we are the voice of a certain type of person, because what we do is
I feel
very
like we
fun
just
to
speak
us.
for everybody. If you understand us and you vibe with what we talk about and what we do on our show, then our show's for you. Like I don't think it necessarily
However,
goes down.
if you like reggaeton, then it's totally for
Yeah,
you.
like
Because,
obviously,
you know, if you don't like reggaeton, then you're shit out of luck.
You're
I don't
missing
know how
out.
you're
But it's
gonna-
okay.
yeah.
That's still
You're
your
not gonna
choice,
like it.
not ours. But
Definitely.
on you. This time available.
Now let's talk about the sponsors.
Make sure you come out to 45th and Pennsauken. I'm the manager here. You'll catch me almost every day of the week. We have a great staff.
One's here in Pennsauken, and one is in Edgewater Park up by Willieboro. And both are right on Route 130. We're about 15 miles apart.
We're here open Sunday to Thursday, 11:30 in the morning till 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday, we're here 11:30 until 2 a.m.
And you'll have the same experience, wonderful experience at both places.
All right, man. So here we are in Tampa Bay, Championship Bay, loving it though. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying myself, meeting artists, networking, exposing artists, syndicating, building partnerships. Everything basically I wanted to do in Philly and Jersey, but I'm doing it in Tampa. JTE LLC, the sponsor for the event, decides to skip town and not pay Jordan Harris. The day he won on September 25th, he received $600 cash. He was told the following week he would get $600 more to be the total prize of $1,200. He did not. We went all the way from September to December trying to figure out when that was going to happen. And finally, I just said I was going to eat the cost and I was going to pay Jordan. But with me footing the bill with everything, the license, the radio station, travel, hotel stay, I just couldn't pay him back real quick. So it was going to take a little bit of time. And that's when I decided to get my own station, and that cost more money. So it was like, I'm taking on a responsibility while having a responsibility, and it was just, at times, too much. And that's when I said, you know what? It's time to be all independent artists. And that's when I reached out to Jay Cabrera.
What up, Jay Woo? Yo, who got next radio? Jay Woo, my man Jay Woo's in the building.
Yo, man. Yo, I had an idea. I was watching your lives, man, and I see what you're doing with the artists, and I wanted to know, do you want to broadcast on Philly Jamz 95.3 FM, like what you're doing with the artists? Because we don't have a pop angle, and it would be nice to encompass all of the artists instead of just rap all the time. You know, so I didn't know if you were up for that, but I watch you, I see your lives, you're posting every day, very consistent. Why don't you bring some of that to Jamz, man?
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for watching Friday Night Hour with Jay. If y'all don't know what it is, Friday Night Hour with Jay, it's your boy Jay Cabrera, pop R&B artist repping Toronto. And, you know, we're repping all indie artists around the globe. All indie artists, all genres. That's what I play. That's what I have on my show. Guests from, you know, around the world, you know, North America, Australia, UK, you know, Middle East, down in Argentina, you know, Ghana. We got some artists from Ghana that's been on the show. But it's a way to bring attention to fellow indie artists like myself. You know, maybe expose them to some new listeners and maybe get them some new fans and some new connections, right? Because that's what it's about, man. It's the indie artist community. You know, we all got to have each other's backs, and it's hard enough as it is as an indie artist. So, you know, I feel like when I do these live, you know, weekly live streams on Instagram, Friday night, late Friday night, midnight to 2 a.m. on Instagram. You know, it's just a way, again, another way to help expose you know, some of these great artists to some new audiences, you know.
Now, that's the only issue that I have right now. Right now on Friday, I have the Surgeon General. He does underground hip hop, slot time radio. Is there a way just for right now that we can go after his show, and then we can figure out a scheduling time? I know you.
Yeah, because his is what time is his show? Like, was it?
He's 10 to 12. He's 10 to 12.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm
all
down.
right,
We
man.
can do it at midnight, man.
I'm gonna hit you up. Okay, I'm going to hit you up with the links and everything to get you connected with the server. But we'll talk. I just kind of wanted to see what was going on. I'm down here in Tampa now, and they have like a great support system for artists. But I want to see if I can mix Philly and Tampa together. So it's just like, I just want to be as
You know
much
what?
diverse as possible.
You know, and for me, look, I never thought about doing radio before, right? So, I mean, this would be a first for me. But yeah, I'm down, man. I'm down. I appreciate the support. You know, ever since 2017.
Yeah.
Right. Show out.
That's what I'm
Philly
saying.
Show Out
And don't forget
2017.
Turbulence. Don't forget Turbulence. Both of them,
That's
man.
true. Show out, Turbs. Who got next radio? Well, my man Jay Wu here. It's the
Thanks,
guy that
man.
started it all.
Thanks,
Yes,
man.
sir. No, I
Listen.
appreciate it. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for it, man. Why
Okay.
not? You know what? This is the way, way for us to, again, continue to bring attention and show our support for the independent artist community.
Facts.
You know?
All right, man.
I'm down.
I'm going to hit you up a little later with the server information, and then we can just go from there.
Sounds good.
After my talk with Jay Cabrera, I was a little bit more settled than I was. I was kind of off the hinges. It's the end of the year. I'm thinking about making a new station. I don't know if I can do this. But when I opened myself up to him and told him what my plans were for hip-hop, he let me know what the plans were for pop, alternative, and all the genres he was working with. And that's when I realized it's bigger than what I thought it was. And I was looking through a small scope, and it's widescreen. And that's when I said to myself, you know what? It's time for you to get your station. But to get your station, you just can't get your station. You got to get a logo. Shout out to my son, Javon Wooten. He did this bad boy, and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, hey, it's not your station. But anyway, I had to get the license. I had to get the website. I had to get the app. All right? I had to get the server. It was just a lot. And I didn't know if it was going to happen. Plus, I had a show that I was trying to produce, and that was very dear to me because sponsoring voices and making sure that they're heard is what I'm about. So let's check in on the ladies, the Las Bochinchera Show. You're the only reggaeton show on the station. So, like, that's what I'm saying. It's either rap.
But we're also the best show on the station.
Well, say that too once we start rolling.
Well,
but that's what I mean. Not so much speaking for Latin people. Like, you're representing your culture on the station, and you're the only show, and you're female.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I'm
let's
saying?
point that out. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You know?
All right, let's
All
roll
right,
back, roll
ready?
back.
Go.
You want to take the lead?
No, you take the lead.
You sure?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's.
No, cut. You didn't smoke before. You're not going to smoke at all. Put it down. All right? There it is. Take 3. Go.
Wow, he's
Do
like dad.
All right.
What?
See? You're coughing now. See?
See? You pulled the Vanessa. See?
Alright. Go again.
I blame Will.
We're gonna always blame Wu because technically speaking he made the reservations, but there was a fuck up. We're not.
However, the reservations that I made, everything was in line. However, we get to the hotel and we had a problem. We did not have reservations actually, and nothing was showing up on within our budget at the moment, if you will. So we finally ended up in the seediest.
Guys, we ended up at a fucking hotel that was a whorehouse, okay? Alright, let me tell you something. We walked into this fucking place that was a whorehouse. Then you see us, okay? See, I need Wu. Can you get in this picture real quick? Who is this?
A big brother.
Big, beautiful
A big
chocolate
brother.
man, okay?
Okay.
Alright, you're welcome. They see us, they see 2 women walking with this beautiful black chocolate man, okay? What the fuck do you think? They think he's our pimp. They think we're there to steal their fucking business.
We may,
okay?
may have had a slight encounter with people that thought we might be infringing upon their clientele.
Yes, okay, and they was mad as hell on top of that.
Baby, don't go